future. You cannot fuck the future, sir. The future fucks you.
Ground control to pilot. Ready? Ready?
Totally was ready for this. I totally didn't have any issues beforehand. No, none at all. My keyboard is not where it's supposed to be, but that's fine. We're okay. Everything's okay. Let's see. Make sure this audio is set to the right track. So that only plays here and not there. We've got some troopers that are on display that are painted. There's a teaser for what we're probably going to be doing on the 6th, or maybe later today. We'll see, depending on how far actually progress makes. May the 4th be with you all. Happy Star Wars Day. Let's see. Keyboard. That would be nice. What is the thing? Which Star Wars? And put that on. And we will go ahead and remove that. There we go. Try that again. Fantastic. Things are moving. Things are moving correctly. But yeah, it turns out I had stored my paintbrush or airbrush without cleaning out the paint beforehand. So I spent the last hour and a half trying to get that cleaned out and the models primed because I was going to do that in the hour slot, which happened to be less time than was originally budgeted, which is unfortunate. That's fine. We still got another like 2 hours, I think, before I have to worry about anything else. So it should be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. DocuCam. This is active. Cool. That's the active painting group. And here we go. My paintbrush is over here somewhere. So yeah, some old focus camera, focus. Can you focus? You can't focus. Probably not far enough. Let's try hitting the light one more time. There we go. Yeah, you can't see them very well because of the brightness. There. Sneeze out of the way. Grab foam piece to maybe keep the keyboard jockey from not jockeying about. And fantastic. One more time. Oh, okay, that does work out just fine. So yeah, silly Star Wars game, tabletop miniatures, uses silly little barricades, Final Fantasy Flight Game's own proprietary dice. Although they did end up switching out of Fantasy Flight to I think Atomic Games. So all the cards that I currently have are out of date, but most of the other stuff still works. Neat little movement mechanic. So at least from what I recall of the game, you would only move off your squad leaders, and you would have it sit on the token, and then you would bend the move marker depending on how far you moved, and then you could just move the character there, and then everyone else would kind of just like flow around afterwards. Squads are still made up of like cards still, so you get your like base like 3 people and your 3 people and your leader, and then from there you can add upgrade characters like snipers or demolitionists and so forth, with like grenadiers and mines and other like upgrade card abilities. So yeah. So May the 4th, we're gonna lead with some rebel troopers. I think I only got like the starter box and like a few expansions. I haven't really had time to play the game though, compared to like 40K. And so that was just that's how it ended up running. So hopefully I can, once I get more of these guys painted, I can check out the rules, because apparently this is still a supported game at least until like 2026. Although there was a fairly recent FAQ apparently put out that kind of removed some units or shuffled around some things. What was funny enough is the original squad I wanted to paint today was one of the discontinued squads. It's like, well, it's a discontinued squad. I mean, it would still be valuable to paint it, but I also want something that I would be able to use per se. They said you could proxy the models as regular rebel troopers, which I think is fine. It's doable. It's not like a huge issue because it'll add some variety, especially when you've got like three of the darn squads that are all copy paste miniatures. Because these are all like push fit for the most part, save for like a couple, and you can kind of glue them down to have them be more stable down the line. Here's some of the older ones that I did with some other acrylics. I think these are actual GW acrylics from a couple years ago. Yeah, I think a couple years. That's not great resolution. Let's see over here on the tray. We've got some snow troopers that I really liked that I ended up doing with the tyrant bone and some white. I love snow troopers. They're my favorite version of stormtrooper. Still need to do the eyes on these guys and touch up some spots with the black and fully cover. That's fine. That's why we're here. Having a grand old time. All right, let's see. I don't have a particular scheme for the rebels. I don't really want to make them all their different like biomes. I know the fleet troopers are just because they're not really going to be camouflaged. They're going to have their uniform set, so I'm fine with them as is. But I think I kind of go with my own theme for everything else now, and kind of do a unified force compared to, let's say, having the different factions out and about. So you're the snow troopers are gonna be kind of the same colors as like the regular guys and so forth. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I still gotta dig through some of the things because now I'm tempted to do like the Star Wars Battlefront, the EA versions, Celeste guys, and do like the gray fatigues with like orange highlights and whatnot. Hmm. Or I can just like do like a fully like red army or like blue army and just make a theme out of it, where you're going to be all in one color and they're going to be like Empire War style units, and they're all going to have their like palette adjusted to such. There's so much I could do. The Empire is definitely just going to be as is. It's going to be fairly movie specific. I'm not too worried about that. That's an aesthetic I can get behind. Maybe for like unique units like beat troopers and whatnot, that'll be where I'm like, I don't know what to do. Let's see. Well, I think that just about covers that for intro stuff. Maybe we figure out my thing. Do I just paint it in my particular colors? Oh yeah, I'm cambered out because I was using the other model for the other thing the other day. Just trying out PNG Plus with a silly repo model that I had made. As an experiment. New trick or toy I got recently is updating the squeebee model. We can now turn around. So now I can face that way. And I can do things like this. Aha! perspectives. Now we can start getting fancy with like the different camera angles and whatnot. All right, I'm back, and then we can go back over here to the corner where I belong. Okay. What to do? All right. So I guess we're gonna character design now because I gotta figure that. So the weapons are gonna stay black. That's fine. Not worried about that distinction. I don't think we have any aliens. Oh, we do have some aliens in this group. We do have Mon Calamarian with his sniper rifle. And then we've got this fine fellow here with the A380, I think. Good old Rebel Blaster. And everyone else should be humans. Okay. Or Galactic Standard. I don't know. I think that's language. Anywho. Da, 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 da. Let us see. Black, gray. Let me have these other colors down here that I've been kind of hiding away too. So, what is your color? What is your favorite color? Okay, that's gonna be there for sure. Ooh, we got white. Right, all right. I'm gonna do something with this, right? Interesting. My computer's tied up. Doodad, so I can't do research real quick. I've completely changed my mind at the last second here, and that's kind of what's happened. Normally, I would have just gone straight to doing the thing, but now I have to do some research. Get some clicky clacks. Okay, so they were fairly done that. I guess they did kind of just differentiate once they got to the different biomes. So you had the whatever color guys for whatever planet. Okay, there were some palette changes there. Etsy listing for that. Oh, I don't know what to do. Brown coat idea seems nice as well. But I don't know if I was going to be doing too much brown in the sense of I already have the Kriegers. Oh well, so be it. We must beat the dysfunction by being functional. Lean about my mic and shuffle everything. Wee. All right, who's going first? Does your base fit the doodad? It does. It does fit in the GW specific doodad. All right, let's grab Black Legion here, and then we'll just start with the rifles, and we'll just work our way around to other things that I can kind of see the colors of and get some color on the models, and then we can start making decisions as we see paint on plastic. I should have chosen this music because I want to play a part war now. Now that I've finally gotten settled down and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna do the thing. Sure. Oh, I'm not actually on the camera there. Unfortunate. There we go. Fixed. I wonder if I'm gonna have to layer the Death Troopers because they're all gonna be this dark color. Oh, then again, it hasn't dried yet, so we'll see how it dries. But I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see. Could I do just built up a Basilican Gray? I think I'll try that first. Ooh, yeah, that'll work nicely with the Tesseract glow because I think they glow green with their lenses and whatnot. Oh, we can't wait till Tuesday. Tuesday. Also over there, I think on the side there's Director Krennic. I think by far he's my favorite non-force villain. Moff Tarkin's pretty high up there too, though. But I've been seeing him in Andor recently, and it's really cool having that dynamic of what's gonna happen to him and how he got to that place. Oh, Tuesday's gonna be exciting too because there's gonna be more Andor episodes. Okay, got one rifle done. Yeah, we're just gonna cycle through the colors. We're gonna get one base model down, and then we'll figure out the palette, and then from there we can assembly line the other five peoples. Rebel Commandos. Hmm. Do we want to do like a urban combat style? So we're thinking blue for the pants, so like get them like blue cargos or like blue jeans and whatnot. And then we'll do like gray for the overcoat for like that rubble inspired stuff. The packs will still be the packs will still be leather though. I do have a precedent for leather on leather though, so we got the lighter brown and the darker browns. I might just do that actually. What did we do for the? Oh, I guess the pants could still be khaki, so we can do that for. You know what? Sure, we've got a lot of browns. We're gonna play into the browns. The brown note. Also, we have the what's it called? The terrain stuff that I have for basing material to get them based to be more of that mud theme, and then we can start adding in other details like the rocks and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Go grant the fur. We're gonna do the backpack, the bandolier, and whatnot. Ooh, took him out of his little base holder thing, and I don't know why did my music stop. I needed the music. The music keeps me going. Okay, it's just a very quiet part. Okay. Well, this soundtrack does not help me. Try this one for a minute. Actually, you're supposed to go with the lighter colors first. is it darker? I think it's darker. You go darker, and then you go lighter because if I need to repaint white, right? Yeah, because the darker goes in lighter color, then you're gonna have to repaint white and then the light. Color the boots. They're gonna be black. We'll make them black. That'll be fine. Remember to airbrush on a well-ventilated workstation for no reason in particular. Oh, the thing. We're gonna have you mark out my camera angle here. Okay, you're gonna go there. You're gonna be right here, and then you're gonna be right here. Cool. Make sure I paint inside the box, inside the lines on the miniature. Go ahead and shift the camera down here, and we have now leaned in closer to this angle. Oh no. Ah, this part. I love this part of the song. I love the instrumentals of Star Wars and like the whole build up they've got. Would this be part of the pant or that'd be a separate pocket? I'm gonna say that's part of the pant. That's gonna be its own color. Okay. I want to break it up a little bit. I don't want it all to be too much of one or the other. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. It's gap in the mini. It's fine. I'll only notice. Actually, you probably won't notice it 'cause it's on tabletop distance. I only really see it now. It's because I'm like right next to it and I'm staring at it for so long. I know it's too close to the camera, and I'd rather have it be there and on camera. Hopefully, it on camera. It's not even on camera, but I can't even see. Autofocus. See if it'll autofocus this time. No, all right, fine. Let's see about moving the camera up just a bit. Do-do. Okay, up and across. Try that now. Sorry, microphone. Autofocus. There we go. Try that. It's always rough trying to figure out the balance between camera so you guys can see, but also so that I can see, because I've got these weird angles I've got to hold the miniature at to actually paint. But who knows? Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see. What do we do about the hat? I think the hat. Let's see. Should this be like the tertiary color, like the backpack here, or do you think it should get its own designation? Because I know the flat of the cap here is gonna be the same as the jacket, just a match. But I don't know what the accent. Well, I think the accent might be like the pants. We'll just have it two-tone like that. Right. New color. Sure, we'll get the pants in right now. Just see how that lines up with everything else here. So come on down, Skeleton Horde. Continue down the line. Oh, and then I can see what color I want to do the boots. Boots and pants in. Boots and pants in. Boots and pants. Right. Yeah. The leg of the cargo pants going over the thing. His boots are not bloused. Darn rebels and their sloppy appearances. Okay, so I'll probably go over this band again with a different color to do like a squad marking style. I don't think I'll get another squad of these guys, but who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe they will be proving awesome in the new edition of the game. I'll be like, ooh, I should get another box of these. Ooh, Bobby. But I digress. Do 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 do. Good old contrast paints. By far, they have saved my painting career in the sense of I would have so many unpainted models if I had to like do everything by the standard layer process. Nothing against it. It's just I can't manage it personally. Just with my painting habits. It's the whole reason why I kind of did streaming too, though, was so that I would have a incentive to paint, essentially, more so than just having the plastic miniatures lying around. And so I can do it for you guys and have the silly stuff happen and so on. It's a uniform and not flesh. All right, you got like 3 strokes of paint on it, and it's already looking like a half decent miniature already. Not looking like the white blob as it was a minute ago. I just really love the khaki pants. All right, let's see. Anything else I'm missing from this particular angle? No, well, maybe the neckline here. Is that going to be clothing? No, I think that's probably just going to be more of the cloak here. I think it differentiates about right there. So we'll just do that real quick. Boop doop. There you go. You got a collar now. Don't know what I'm gonna do the gloves. I think I should do the gloves as the other backpack leather. Let's see. We'll do the cloak next here. Oh, wait, I want to do the top of the hat. I forgot about that. Top of the hat is going to be this. Ooh, okay. So I want to do the top of the hat gray. We'll do this as a highlight. There we go. So that'll do that. We'll do a gray for that inner portion. Ooh, I think I can do that for the boots too. We'll do the silicone gray for that, and that'll it'll be dark like the rifle, but it should be distinct enough that maybe I want to do black boots. We'll see. We'll do like a half of it right here just to see how it looks. I might do the darker brown for the other bit. Anyways, let's do this. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, we'll probably do the darkest brown for the boots. That way we'll have 3 brown colors. So now I also got to think about how I want to implement the palette to the other guys, because you've got a variety of outfit styles for the rebel troops that don't always make easiest of senses in how you're going to apply your schemes. Because the nature of the rebellion, where they were looting arms and ammunition from different sectors or entities and so on, and just kind of like gathering it together in hodgepodge forces. Let's see. From what I remember, the gameplay for Star Wars Legion was a back and forth kind of system, and so you had the turn order started off based on like what card you picked. So you get like your ability for the turn, and so you could go for a fast thing, and you're gonna bid. Okay, I'm gonna only activate this one unit with a set order like when I choose. That's right, because it was a blind bag alternating activation. So in a turn, everybody would activate one squad, and then it would go to the next person, unless you had like some weird abilities that let you kind of like double activate or give like free actions. And so the commando group would make its move, shoot, fight, and then the Empire would pick a unit and do the thing. And so to balance all this, you would randomly draw tokens that matched, your unit type. So these guys are like specialists, and they would have like one token in specialist that would go in the little pile, and you'd have like 3, regular core troopers, your rebel troopers, and like some other basic unit you could take. And then you'd have your like commander. And so you would bid saying, "Oh, I need only to activate, the one character for sure at this time. So I'm going to say 1, and you'll get first activation." And if you had a plan where you need, okay, well, I need these 3 guys to activate in the sequence to kind of counter that plan, you would put down, a 3-star card. And so you would go later, but you would have those three units with tokens next to them, and you can decide to activate them rather than drawing from the pile. And then once all the activations are done, the turn would advance, and then we would figure out everything else from there. It was a neat concept. That's kind of why I bought so much. Well, also just the nature of it being Star Wars and having miniatures. I am so tempted to get so much of the Clone Wars stuff, but also I don't really play this game very often, so it's kind of hard to justify that purchase right now. So I'm like, but who knows when they're gonna discontinue it? And I'm like, I think I've still seen competitive play of this at the different events. I'm pretty sure there was one at LVO with the different branches of the Galactic Civil War and the. I guess technically they're both Civil Wars and the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars was a little bit more separate, I guess, because of how it was the clones. Versus the clankers. I forgot what the separatists called the clones. So I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have just taken clankers sitting down, you know? Although technically they're droids, but they have shown to have sentience so far in the series, so in their own ways. Even if they did get a little bit silly in the shows. Okay, so the hat's done. Now we gotta get this other half of the cloak here. Cloaks are nice. You need to bring cloaks back into fashion. I'm gonna wear a cloak to work now. Be like, I'm going on an adventure. Twirl it dramatically as I enter different rooms. Probably wouldn't be the weirdest thing people have seen at work. I think it was funny because we actually had one guy come by in a trench coat for the memes. Oh yeah, did anybody get to catch the re-release in theaters for Revenge of the Sith last week or so? I know a lot of theaters ended up screening it for the anniversary of it. I forgot what year it was. Was it 30 years? No, 20 years. 20-year anniversary. I know when it came out, I saw Attack of the Clones like 3 times. My family was sick of it, and they're like, "No, you're gonna wait till the DVD comes out, and you can watch it all you want then." because the CGI clone troopers were just so cool back at the time. Yeah, I want to do the khaki for the inside of the flappies of the hat there, and I guess I will do the super dark brown for the boots. I wonder how I can fix that. No, my phone is dying. I was not prepared. And I still never fixed the sound thing. So occasionally I get the pings as it disconnects because this power cable is not exactly the greatest. Click, click. There we go. All right. Next is Wildwood Brown. Contrast paint. Can I just go over this? Just go dark color. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Do I have another color that would fit that description? Nah, I think it probably would end up just being. What would the color be? Let's see. Let's get the face done. We'll do yellow and flash here for this particular person. Ooh, I know. I have another color. I have the Cryptek Earth Shade. Or yeah. Anyways, forgot exactly what name it was. That should solve the problem that I have. What I want to do with these gloves. Let's get this down here. Sounds very Rogue One. What is this? Jin Urso and Hope Suite. It is. Yeah, it's there. Can I think this looks nicer? Oh, put down low. That'd be about it. Alright. Paint, paint, paint. Up with the woodwork. I summon the. Try the orange. An orange glove. I don't know. This seems a little bright. Yellow. Hidden yellow. Hidden yellow might be good. We'll see. We'll see if Cryptek doesn't work. We'll try some bright yellow gloves. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, bright yellow. Kind of like the. I'm thinking of like rancher gloves, because going more for that improvised look as the kind of grabbing whatever. The whole mechanics glove meme because they're cheap and they do what you need them to do, and so that's kind of why you see them so often in action movies. All right, cryptic shade first. If I can stay on theme, we'll stay on theme. This is also a gloss, so I don't think it's going to do exactly what I need it to do. But I would love to be pleasantly surprised. I think it's gonna be the color that I want it to be. Okay, so we don't have to get too silly with yellow. Now that I think about it, it probably would have been better if I'd done yellow first and then did the gloss thing. The glosseric. And that way, we would have had that bright showing through the bottom of that. So that's fine. Might be able to do it for another one because they're not exactly going to be uniform, right? I just had a 5-minute rant about that. Where is that Gilliman flesh that I brought out earlier? Swear I saw it. There it is. Doop, doop, doop. I might do a set just using the speed paints. Now that I think about it, just do like a comparison on the two. Yeah, it's fine. Can I pinch this to get closer? I can't. Oh no! Oh no! I still have wet paint on me. This is bad. Um, snakebite leather. Snakebite leather. That's why I should wear gloves. Dang it. It would be fine if I didn't press it down, but I pressed it down to get them off. Wet paint on the other hand, I don't. Okay, we'll do that for now. It'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. Maybe I won't use the silly doodad. Alright, so how long has it been? Where is my timer? Well, it hasn't been an hour because I haven't seen the silly ad doodad from Servo Skull there. So we've got that going for us, I guess. Ooh, 56. We are very close. Okay. Suppose with that, I should. Well, once we get to the next thing, we can get another model down. I think. Try to boost these. What 3A4 out? Let's see. You're not an upgrade character. You're sniper. You two are a definite duo. You were the extra guy. Then these three are the base troopers, I believe, for the squad. So you can get the group here as one thing, and then you would add a thing for a big squad, for a sniper, and so on. But you also had rules for the other two. Stretch, big stretch. Yeah, we could set around another color here real quick. We could probably start doing the hats. We'll just kind of do that assembly. Oh, that person doesn't have a hat. What am I gonna do with my calamarian? I think I can. I think I can do them in orange, and then we can darken them down. I think with something else. Let's try that. We'll do fancy. Fancy pants. Yeah, yeah. This is the plan. We're sticking with it. Nothing could go wrong with this plan whatsoever. Let's see. Are any of the city buttons working? It is. Okay. It's a neat little overlay trick that I know that's working over there. Do 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 do. Okay, so you got big meaty claws. I have no idea what I'm doing with this guy. This is 100% experiment. I have no plan whatsoever other than the pure action that is going on at my fingertips right now. The thoughts in my head were literally as I was speaking aloud. What color do I do? Orange like a quab. Even though they're not, well, I guess they might be crustacean. I don't think they would fall into crustaceans. Are crustaceans sentient? Is the Mon? Well, I guess Mon Calamari are sentient because they did have a place in the Senate. They also had the Mon Calamarians. Mon Calamari standing by. Oh man, we've got the Admiral Akbar esque voice acting stuck in my head now for Empire War. But I also wanted to finish up the campaign in Tempest Rising before I start another RTS. It's either that or go back to Age of Empires. It would also be a fun one I want to try doing. So many decisions, so little time. Maybe I want to do the sniper rifle or the weapons in a gray than a black. The children who are wrong. Out of touch, out of time. I still find it funny the fish guy is the sniper. My rudimentary understanding of how fish see. Although technically he's not a fish, I guess. Who knows? Maybe they have better eyesight than I initially believed. But that could also only just work in water too, just because of how light refracts through everything differently. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Okay, because this is like screaming it wants to be a different color than the brown that I've been Ads are coming up in 1 minute. I didn't hear any slapping, so I assume we've got a moment until they start. Wee. Oh, there they go. Ads. Oh. Hmm. Okay, we'll go get some water and everything set up, so I'll be right back. I almost made it back in time. Boop, boop. Yes, okay. I was watching the stream and not the OBS. I was like, wait a second. Why haven't the buttons switched? They did switch. Just hadn't shown yet. Because delay. Moving on. Okay, okay. It's very orange. I like it. Okay, so we do darkest first. So let's get that gray down. Ooh, we can do the white. Okay. Oh no. Got the doggy cam. That's an important bit, you know? And silicon gray. We are painting the right. See how that looks. I can go back over with black pretty easy if I feel it needs to be darker. But I don't think it needs to be that dark. Or if it does need some detail, I can always like spot paint it in with the contrast, and I have to do full coverage. In a sense. Yeah, I got some gray on the orange fingies now. It's over. I'll throw the bottle away, get a new one. Oh well. Do I almost got the tone right. Into the rifle nook and cranny. There we go. Plastic is too finicky to drill out the barrel like I would with like a 40K one. Otherwise, I'd be really tempted to. Probably wouldn't even need to go down the whole length, just this little nib here. But I can't take any chances. Okay, so looking at the Under Armour, it looks like we're gonna get more of the thing visible. This entire like chest piece here is gonna be the other color. Next is what, snakebite leather. We'll do snakebite leather. Why not? I want to get the coat done just to get that combo off. And I probably want to do this, and that should give me that last setup there. Okay. Snakebite leather. This is going to be the cloak. Is is now whatever it was. I'm gonna shake the paint up a bit. Get some back on the little paint ledge. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. I'm excited for a grand tournament next, no, couple months in July. So we're gonna have a 3-day tournament event coming up that I want to get some guard prepared for. Not sure exactly which flavor I want to be doing. Whether it's going to be the airborne drop troops or the tank company again, or possibly even just a combined arms detachment using the different like Cadians, Krieg, and so on of armor and artillery and infantry. Oh, and then Death Guard is coming out this Saturday, I think. So that's another interesting faction I want to take another look into because of the siege elements that they've got. They got a lot of neat updates. So the leaks show with the new contagion abilities for their detachments and whatnot. I am thinking of doing the Hammer of Bartarian one with the vehicle heavy list because I've got like 3 defilers that are like Nurgle themed. I really like the defiler platform, even if it wasn't the most efficient back then. I still had them because I like the Crabby Claw dudes. Now they got significantly better because they hit better and now they remove cover. And so I think it's definitely worth a visit into that strategy. For those crazy demonic engines. That's a hood. Over that, make sure I don't get too much of the back there. Okay. Covers most of the cloak. Oh, this plastic's just plastic. At least this plastic's weird because it's not GW plastic, so who knows? We can find out. All it would take is just a quick experiment. What do you say? Okay, did I math that out correctly? I don't think I mathed it out correctly now. So double check. I'm all doubting myself. Uh, Mathing is hard. What was it doing? Painting miniature. We were switching colors. Colors out of the snakebite leather to maybe or Gratha thing for the backpack. Bye, cheap viewers. Oh no. No, I don't want to follow them. I want to ban them.
If you will not serve in combat, then you will serve on the firing line.
There we go. All right, cool. That's been dealt with. back on track. Wee. Right color? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Do backpack stuff. Probably want to stay away from the leather here. Oh, well. What could possibly go wrong? Mixing two browns. Nothing. Nothing could go wrong. Only go as intended. I intended for this to happen for some natural variation in the sky. I can't guess that. Where to? I also have an itching to play the classic Battle Company of Space Marines because I found my last 10-man tactical squad in like Calgar and whatnot. So now, while the regular assault intercessors or jump pack Space Marines, assault Marines, no longer exist in the Codex entry, I can still use their models for the intercessors with jump packs for the time being, because they, for the most part, match that same description of angry dudes with chainswords. There's a couple of minor details I've got to flip around for them because of they no longer get the super big chainswords and so on. But that's a simple enough solution, and I've got tons of sprue bits for those guys lying around somewhere. But also, I know I'm setting myself up for a heartbreak because firstborn Marines are no longer good. But I just want to use them. But also, that would require not a massive undertaking, but a large undertaking of having to rebase them off the old 25s. Got a variety of Marines. You've got like a bunch of the snap fits, and then to the actual like box sets of the different doodads. But I suppose I think that's it for that color leather. Oh, I forgot to do Wildwood. Dang it, Wildwood was supposed to go first for the boots. Oh well, you can still paint that now. Let's see. We're gonna go to get those boots in. Oops, I want to make sure that's closed. See chat there. Fantastic. Make sure I have sound alert so their triggers so they don't miss out on different events. Yeah, that's the boot now. Das boot. They're flanged or whatever. It's flanged. I don't know. It's a hard man. Words are hard. Make it sound like I speak this language. Okay. Now we've got the next color on the agenda, which is going to be the snake. Not snake. Not basilicum. Skeleton horde? Skeleton horde. There you go. We need the khaki. Where is my skeleton? Did I drop it? Did I set it down somewhere? Oh, it's on this table. It's on the water. Dude, I had something to the side. Okay. Now we go to the pots. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, that was not too late now. You're gonna be this color. Ah, it's fine. It's not gonna be super visible. I'm not too concerned by it. Oh, but this is the comic squad. Well, is he really part of the squad? He's like an upgrade character. He's likely to be in his own squad that he has to be joining in as a bonus trooper. So no, you know. This is theoretically supposed to be leather over there, but I think I can fudge it with the other thing. It just makes it look a little lighter. Ta-da! There we go. Ooh, okay, let me do black for the eyes on this guy. Grab the detail brush real quick. Just apply this particular set of detail. So I think this other brush is getting a little worn out. That'll be fine. We ball. We got this. It's only 2 dabs. Actually, now that I think about it, I forgot if they have different color dyes. I'm pretty sure they have beady black eyes, but not exactly sure now that I think about it. Ta-da! Fantastic. We got 2 whole models done today. It's a 200% increase over the last week I've been painting model. I still have, I don't know, you can't see them on the side there, but I still have the Death Riders from last week that are still kind of sitting there in the to be painted pile. But I think I needed a break from those models too, so we're kind of just doing that with this. Pew, pew, pew. Let me have this nerd. Looks like I missed a little bit down here, just at this angle. Good to know. Good to know. That's why we're doing this turnaround, so I can see from a different perspective because the camera light and resolution does seem a little bit different than what I see. That's also because a little dark where I'm at right now too, comparatively to under the document camera. What a break. What a. Alright, so that guy we did top down. So we're gonna do the next person bottom up. Okay, so that looks like we're gonna keep Black Legion to the side. It's going to be Wildwood first, then the Great Horde, and then we can do the leather, the fur, and then the gray very last. And that'll be my little assembly line of colors. We're good with these two nerds up here with the Death Troopers like so. And the painted Rebel Fleet Troopers. Just for happy dappy. There's actually models being painted. And I get room here to adjust. This one's got longer pants. It seems. Try to keep to that dynamic and not paint as much boot as I did last time. Okay, boots. Done. Fantastic. Next color. Layer check. Painting's looking good. Hey, thanks, Alex. We're slowly plugging our way through the project. Soon I'll have a foe for my Imperial Army to fight. Yeah, this is one of those games where I have to collect both factions. Eventually, I will convince someone to playing with me. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that play it. Just need to figure out what day of the week is their specific week. 'Cause a lot of game stores do have, Warhammer Fridays or Warhammer Saturdays and whatnot. So it's just a matter of seeing if they have like a Legion Wednesday or something like that. And then just get Walmart or something to print out the cards. have that delivered that way. Play the game. I think most of the copper tokens should be fine. Those are fairly reusable. We're able to differentiate well enough. Pants. This guy's wearing pants. That. Okay, he's wearing gloves. I think he's got a short sleeve on, so we're gonna have to paint his arms. Okay. Other than that, that means we should be done with the skeleton horde. Oh no, we gotta do the helmet bits. Fine, I think it's overflow here. The helmet earpiece there is gonna get hit with the leather brown anyway, so it's gonna darken over that. So make sure I get those other silly colors out of the way. Okay. So skeleton horde should be done for this character. And now we move on to snakebite leather. Do you see the snakebite leather? Okay. Coat here. Good. That's get under there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What song is this? But because of what was it, old school Battlefront or whatever, this was like the victory music for like the custom matches and whatnot. So I was just now I'm just got the haha I've won. I'm invincible. Is that a line? I think that's a line. Or the no, it isn't. Okay, it's just a bold line probably. Or like a natural break where the sculpt was. Yeah, sure. Okay. So now around the sleeves here. Try to get this done correctly. I really don't want to. Well, I guess I probably wouldn't have to mix in the paint then because I'm going to airbrush it again for a bit. Speaking of, I need to make sure I get the airbrush cleaned out this time, so I don't waste paint and time. Time's also very important. Sometimes you just don't have the time to just perform maintenance because of neglect. It would have been fine if I hadn't forgotten it. Because I was priming something else, but it wasn't a whole lot, so I still had a lot of paint left over in the pot. I was like, well, I don't want to just dump out the paint. Let's just put it to the side here. And then we'll prime something else from the pile of shame. And then move on from there. But in my infinite wisdom, I set the thing down, and then it promptly disappeared from my memory that this was an urgent task that needed to be completed within, like a couple hours. Otherwise, you'd have to start scraping out dried paint from inside of the airbrush the next time I want to base coat miniatures, which is surprisingly often. No, I forgot the top of the hat. Oh well. Hmm. Okay, so we got the backpack there. That's there. So next color on the line is foreground the first. That'll get the belts, the backpack, the straps. Okay, that'll be fine. And then we can silicone gray last. Yeah. It's the song. It's the song. It's the intro for reals. The story of a galactic empire under siege. I don't know. I have no real plan for that. Because I think that's also the narrator for the Clone Wars and not the Civil War. Crazy how iconic this song is to me. I need to get a. Let's see if I can convince a high school orchestra to compose, or like a high school teacher to like compose music for me so that I can use student labor. I'm pretty sure there's like regulations against that. I suppose like you could still like do the thing, but I don't know if you'd be able to like use it for anything. Who knows? Um, Here in the bike lane, can you please? This guy's got a pocket full of sunshine. They're mines. The sunshine is mines. Oh, that's right, they're gloves. Did I ever do the gloves on the other guy? I don't think I did. Oh, that guy didn't have gloves. That's right. It was a claw dude. This guy does. We're gonna have to do those. Oh, that's right. I wanted to try the yellow real quick. The other yellow's a little too red, so I don't want to use iron. But if I can do regular yellow here, and then hit it with cryptic shade. That would be neat. I like that. His hands are bright yellow, signifying danger, you know? Yeah. Oh no. Did I run out of playlist? I think I ran out of playlist. I don't know what to do. Okay, so we do the silicone gray for the rifle, the grenade, and this comm link. And then we can go back to the at the top of the hat here. Then we can go to something else. I think we just restart the cycle for the next model. Yeah. We still have some time before the next set of ads. Oh, right, beans. I was supposed to adjust the music, and I kind of forgot. I was lost in the roaring of the whooshing in my ears. I was trying to figure out what to do next. I chose poorly. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled. Okay. Space of audio there. Cool, cool. Yeah, let's go set this down real quick. And tubes of you. I'll try that one. Big drop. Jeez. Jump scared. What was it doing? So yeah, face and arms. I think that's all I do next, right? Yeah. Battle over Coruscant. Okay. Here we are. Another contrast painted rebel. Ooh, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Now that we have a plan, things are churning out a lot faster than trying to muddle through the first guy. Okay. That'll go over here. We're gonna try this angle for a bit. There you go. Rotate things about. Let's see. First paint was wildwood. Yeah, we're just gonna work our way up. Try to get the other. So we'll do the squad leader now. Skeleton horde. Let's put this down so we can get that a break. Gray was last. 24 was there. Leather. Gloves. And then Gillen Flesh will be very last. There we go. Back down the cycle we go. Let's see. Get you a little forward, you a little forward. We'll get this delineated for myself. Okay. So I want to be about here. Cool. Good old General Grievous theme. Let's go. I also think it was the change of music, going from ambient music to more like theme music for the different commanders is really helped out in getting my focus up and going again. Look at these boots. These are nice boots. Oh, I love this song. What is this? Duel of Fates? No, it's not. Boo. Although I'm pretty sure it is. We get the chorus. Yep, it is. I listened to the song way too much. Okay, cool. Just a little bit off there. Make sure the thumb gets on that bit. Okay. Try to go as you can go. There you Skeleton Horde. Let's go. Oh, Temple March. That's right. Nothing else like it. I'm getting the top of that. Okay. How much of this is poncho and how much of this is the under? This looks like this is the undersleeve. And so that's where the poncho would be. Perfect. That means over here, this would be that. This. Am I getting a decent angle on that? I am. It's just not in focus. Being in focus is important. Okay. Next color. Activate the droids. That's right. At least that's the line I always associate with this particular line of the song. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Yes, the Trade Federation will make it legal. Hmm. This is a suite. I forget which suite it was, though. Oh, there goes tracking for a minute. Okay, let's get that away from that cable. I think that's what's happening there is the wiggling of it's hitting it ever so slightly. Oh no, ads. They haven't popped in yet, so we should be good for a second. But I should get to a stopping point just so I can get some water and stretch a bit. Okay, there we go. Wee. That going. There we go. See if we can get the other ones back down here and just see if I can get them in the shot. Yes, make sure that one goes a little lower. Not bad, not bad. All right, next is not next. We still got to finish off the rest of the leather here. Now that I think about it. How many? 2 hours, 2 hours, hour and a half. We got time. We got time to finish this. We can do this in one sitting. We can get 6 bottles done. Ads. Actually, I kind of want to leave that for the other color. We'll get underneath this belt here. Okay, that's it for that color for now. Next down the line. pouches and whatnot. Okay, that color's done. I don't think you're wearing any gloves, so I should be fine without the yellow. Oh, wait, are you? Or is that just the mold line? Oh, you are. Okay. That's fine. That's an easy enough fix. Paint out. Alright, let's go. Woo. So Pacific Gray, we're gonna hit the carbine, the magnocular, on the top of the hat there. Doing yellow so close to a dark color like this is very scary because I don't know if it's gonna bleed through or not. And it would be most unfortunate if it did, because then I'd have to start over again on that particular segment. I'm gonna wait for that. I think I might come back for that in another pass or like later on. Oh, this is Asteroid. Got it from episode 5, where Han Solo was wandering through those, trying to escape Hoth. I think by far my favorite song would be the one with the AT-ATs. I actually went out and got the vinyl for that one. Just so that I could have that in its own silly way. Let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, the flesh tones on the face. Oh, I didn't do the top of the head. Dang it. All right, we gotta go back to gray here real quick. Let's get the top of those hats. You don't have to do it for the last one. The orange guy. Hmm. I don't know what episode this particular song's from. It sounds out of place comparatively. A bit janked. Back with the other arm here, and then we'll get the bone that I was missing on the back of the hat there. Yeah. Back to Skeleton Horde. Okay. Can get a little bit of that. Make sure my hand's not blocking that. Focusing that. Hey, the cantina. Here we go. Okay. That little white space was bothering me. Alrighty. Progress. We've now got, what, a little over half the squad done? Hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because these two were their own thing, and then everyone else is part of the group. Stretch. Ah, Krennic's theme song. Alright, let's go. Back at it. I think we'll be ambitious and we'll try to do these last two at the same time. Because I'm crazy like that. Although the issue with that is because we're doing the same part over and over again, you can kind of miss it because I'll say, oh, I did his right foot already, but no, it was the other model I did the right foot. And it just kind of expands from there depending on how much more area I have to cover between each shift. Although theoretically you can just do 1, 1, 1, 1, or you do all of one, all of one. I don't know. It's a balancing act. Kind of varies depending on the mood. Remember Skeleton Horde this time. Okay. Yeah, that's all under armor. Okay. So that should be all of that on this guy. Yeah, I think I've just made it all. The hats are just going to be all of that color on top, gray on top. I'm not going to worry about trying to differentiate those two layers. It's crazy how much difference the one belt makes on like how these guys get to wear the cloaks, where it's like a tight fitting tunic here versus like the big flowy cape deal, you know? Just all depending on user needs. Which makes sense. This is, you know, the QRF kind of dude on the commando unit. He's there to, you know, breach and clear rooms and whatnot, or like assaulting positions, versus those guys that are trying to be stealthy and like take precise shots from extreme distances. This guy's bare armed, isn't he? Yeah, he is. It could be interpreted as such. Whatever. He's gonna get this instead. I don't care. My patience is run out. I think we are gonna be short a bottle because I'm starting to hit that point where I'm rushing when I really have no need to. So it's fine. We'll just have to take a step back and pick up this project another time. What was next on the docket? Was snakebite leather? I think it was snakebite leather. Yeah, we went with the big leather. To then start getting the rest of the coat done. This guy was the main one. Not the main one, I would say. He'd be the first one I was doing in the squad. This duo, this assembly line. There we go. Maybe could have gotten away with a little bit more of the skeleton horde down here. Oh well. I almost forgot the hat. That's a very important bit too. Okay, next guy. Do-si do. Okay. That was done with that. Maybe not. There's a little bit up here on this corner. This little top down angle. Fantastic. Okay. Moving on, we've got the backpack and the belts and buckles and whatnot. Okay, flowy cloak was first. Make sure I'm on camera angle. It fell. I'm gonna get more of the other thing there. I don't think I have any more straps I gotta worry about here for this character. Fantastic. So next model, let's go. That's why assembly line's not gonna be too great. It's because there's not enough time between major colors here that I can get. Well, most cases there are, but if I get like some heavily puddled areas, I'm gonna have to be careful so I don't contaminate. Although I suppose that only really matters for like fast turnaround areas. Some probably won't even have to worry about it. It is supposed to be that. Oops. Oh well. I'll have to come back and hit that with black for the hair. Oh no, I forgot the hat too. Dang. See, this is why I don't do separate colors, because then you forget areas. You're like, oh, I did that already. And then you didn't. And then you soiled it. Soiled it. Going back to snakebite leather to get the top hat here. And a couple of that hood on the armor or main body. Okay. That mistake got fixed. Fantastic. Next on the line. To the yellow next. For the silly gloves. That'll be nice. Medium here. Oops. This person's first. Let go. Let go. They're mine. We shouldn't put yellow and the gray too close to each other, considering that they're colors that don't exactly play well together. But I keep doing it. That's just naturally how progression wise they appear on the model when building from the ground up. Okay. We'll just rotate around colors a bit. Probably do the black for the hair here and like the Gilman flesh for the faces, and then we'll come back to the gray. See how that buys me time or not. ponytails. Okay, so there's that. And then eyes burn because I've been straining, trying to see everything. Okay. Next is we're gonna do Gilliman Flash so I don't forget. And give the hands a little bit of time to dry. Okay, progress. I want this character first. Okay, rifle now should have some time to not overpower that. Okay, that all blends together. That all blends together. Bottom of those. Okay, that should be it for this person. Then this commando. Ready. We did that much there. Not bad. We did 6 bottles. Can I get the last one? Sure. Let's just take a quick break here, just to admire them in their tabletop glory. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da. dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Alrighty. Last one. Last one, speed paint. Let's go. Do I want to reverse the order? I think let's reverse the order. We're gonna go backwards this time. Well, I don't know what color this guy's face is supposed to be. Maybe I have a back up here. Nope. Dang. All right. Let's see. Do I have time? We have some time. I don't have a keyboard. That's why. We'll use the phone. Where is that guy? They were blue. Okay, that's fine. Easy fix. Easy fix. Moving on. Let's see. What was the next order of things? It would be gray. That's fine. It's great. Hey, found account. Welcome back. Star Wars, yes, we are working on some Rebel Commandos for Legion. Star Wars Legion. Formerly Fantasy Flight Games, now in like Atomic Games or something like that. Fantasy Flight's still here. I guess the IP just changed hands. And I had a bunch of Legion stuff lying around, so might as well do something fun for Star Wars Day, you know? Where is my Ultramarine? There. So yeah, so today we're gonna do the Commandos. Tuesday, not yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday we're on Revenge of the Sixth. We're gonna be working on Director Krennic and his Death Trooper bodyguards. That's on the other camera there to the right. That's hiding. They're primed and ready for painting. They're kind of standing next to some fleet troopers I did the other time I painted Legion minis like a couple years ago. Yeah, apparently the game's still somewhat supported by them. I think they've got release schedules out to like at least 2026, so I'll probably try to get some more games in with these guys just to see how the system plays and whatnot. Yeah. We Alrighty, next on the docket was the leather pouching. Yeah, leather pouching, snake bite leather, then the skeleton horde. Alright, back we go. Did he have a whole lot of leather? Not particularly. I guess we'll differentiate these things. I was originally going to do the pair. I was going to have like Jyn Erso and the Pathfinders today, but apparently the Pathfinders got not discontinued or removed from the rules of the game. So you can still use them as like regular rebel troopers, but you can't use them as their like named unit anymore. I'm like, well, I'll still paint them eventually just so that there's some variety because they are kind of monopose. But I wanted something that was a little more tangible for the project for today. That's something that will be usable. At least on the get-go versus some finagling. Keep forgetting I gotta keep it past that 60 so that it kind of stays in focus. Wee. Ah, ah, panic. Okay, cool. I didn't lose too much color. That was less than ideal. Oh no, did it run to the end of the playlist? I think it ran to the end of the playlist. I'm doomed. That's fine. We're almost done. We can contemplate life in the silence. No, the ADHD in my head's going to fill that empty space with very, very unpleasant thoughts for me. I think we're almost done. We need to get the inside of this coat, or like the bottom half of this fringe. Yeah, we'll do the inside. And then we'll find another set of music. I think I want to put Duel of the Fates on. No, Battle of Heroes. I have not heard that this entire last like 3 playlists I've had to put on. And I'm very sad about that. That's a really good song. Okay, there's that. That should be the coat. Let's see if that shows up on the thing. Oh, that's right. I don't have a keyboard. That's why I didn't look. Maybe it'll be in here. I'll look at Battle Hoth at least. All right, cool. That's fine. I will settle for this. He's at the 60, not beyond the 60. That's fine. Back to the tab. Timestamps. Okay. Okay, not bad. All right. Let's see if there's anybody else I needed to fix with. So I'm pretty sure there was somebody that had a lower leg that I wanted to get. Yes, this guy here for sure. Cool, cool, cool. That'll give some time for that to dry there, and then we can hit the Wildwood for the footsie. Honestly, I wasn't sold on the yellow gloves in the beginning, but now they're just so fitting. It's very very standoutish, but still within the color scheme of brown, earthen. I'm tempted to put at least the weird gloss on it though, just to darken them up a little bit. But I'm not unhappy with the color so And also not bad for going from primed to tabletop in what, 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'll probably do basing later. So right now I'm just looking for spot checks to get those last bits of color evened out. Now that things have dried in, how the contrast likes to do its thing. Hmm. I guess future stuff I got planned. I'm looking at picking up another online team tournament using Tabletop Simulator. I'm gonna see if I can stream a few of those games. And that particular league starts on the 18th, and so that's 3 games. You get 2 weeks to play your game, so that's gonna be interesting. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go the combined arms guard with that one. I wanted to get some preparation with that particular list for the Games Workshop's GT happening in July. So that's a 3-day tournament. So that's gonna be fun managing a guard army for that long. Because at least for the GWs, GTs, their opens, they got a nice system where after the second day they break you down into the brackets of your win loss, or after the 4 games they break you down to the different brackets, and so then they'll pair you off with people who are at your same win loss ratios for the final day, and so you'll have everybody who lost the first day, or yeah, the first day, and then everybody who went half and half, and then the ones that are undefeated, and they just kind of narrow it down further and further to, I think the grand prize is like a golden ticket and like a paid expenses trip to the championship event in England or something like that. So that's gonna be fun. It'd be cool to get that opportunity to play. Although I've consistently placed like four wins, 4 losses at that event for the last like 3 years now. So who knows? Ooh, can I snooze that? I don't want ads to go right now. Firefox. Battle Hoth. Oh, I need to get some of those Rebel Troopers. No, my Echo. All right, stop the Echo first. Echo, snooze ad. There we go. Looks like we got some gray I need to touch up there. Gray, gray. Silver gray. That guy, your hat. I thought it was gonna be silly doing some highlights with the light brown, but nah, I think it'll be easier just to keep it as a solid color here. Some of the older units I have painted so far. The snow troopers. They don't quite carry out, but I really like the cream and white armor. It's a favorite style of mine. I gotta say, definitely a market improvement compared to then with the paints available to me. I think this is Veers, General Veers. Bum, 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 bum. Definitely need to start adding more colors to Vader and fix the droopy saber. It's fine. He'll force choke you all the same. And we'll go ahead and drag Leia's squad over. Her fleet troopers from the Tantive 4. These are neat little doodads. Hmm. Let's see. That's right. We'll go ahead and flip these around and check out for that. So next up on the docket for that is the Glorious Death Troopers. See how well his primer holds up on camera, because I had some issues with my airbrush, considering how I accidentally left it filled with paint, which is less than ideal. Let's see. No, more ads. I was have to tell you this, old man. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I have. Oh, I turned my phone off. Haha. No more tracking there. Haven't had tracking for a good minute. Forgot I left it on the one option. I was looking up a reference picture for the one trooper here. Not that guy. This guy. Try to figure out what everyone else painted there. Hmm. What I could do for an hour. Yeah, you know what? Why not? We'll start the Death Troopers. I want to figure out how I'm going to decide on whether I'm going to do them as black armor or I want to do build up from the Basilicum Gray. So yeah, we'll see that. There we go. I might just do more Tempest on Tuesday. Then it'll be fine. This guy keeps breaking. I need to glue him down. Okay. Hey, Rush, where'd you go? I think these guys would be fairly easy considering how they're just going to be. Oh, that's right. I wanted to try out that technical. So we've got a. Well, I guess I should let the ad play. Oh well. Technical glow from Citadel Color, and then as a freebie from not freebie. Yeah, a freebie from LVO, Las Vegas Open last year for the High Roller Pack. I got the data system glow from Warpaint, so I want to do a quick comparison on that for their green lenses on these guys. It's not a huge detail, but it is something I was looking forward to testing out. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, so back to Basilicum Gray. And then I'll get these guys back out to mark out my camera angles. I kind of use these peeps to measure. Okay, okay. Let's see. Actually, grab their Death Trooper theme. Woo. Okay. Now we just gotta let it dry and we'll see how that ends up. And then we can glue the other guy while I'm waiting for that to adjust. Ads. That's fine. We're not doing anything important. We're waiting for paint to dry right now. Oh no, did I miss his cheek? I missed his cheek. It's a good thing I had that camera angle because I would not have noticed that if I did not have that pointing at it. Okay, so get there, and then underneath this area that I missed. Okay, it should cover that. But we'll find out. Yeah, we're back to gluing this guy back together because he fell off his base. And he continues to do that repeatedly. You have been push fit for too long. Most of them do pretty good at staying where they're supposed to. But there's the occasional one or two that are not inclined to stay in line. I always hate how I glue to the plastic a lot faster than plastic glues to itself. And so I'll get glue occasionally on my hand and it'll just stick. Anywho. Now we've got this guy being dramatic. We have that guy. And then we'll go ahead and rearrange these guys up here for a second just so that you can see how they look on a tabletop. Actually, don't know how that would look at full screen. Oh well. That's 2 squads at least. Mike. Alright. Are you dry now? I think so. Do I have a reference photo? I hope I have a reference photo. I think I have one of their data cards. You're here for the yes, you did miss the maid outfit reveal. Can't believe someone leaked such high level secret documents to you. We're gonna have to imprison you. Enlarge the bits. Dang it! I did everything else. Everything else got enlarged. Star Troopers, Speeders. There you go. Imperial Death Troopers. These nerds. Can I see the card? Is it gonna do the thing? But I don't have any other better pictures on hand. Unfortunate. I thought they would have had better character art. That's on me, I guess. Oh well. Those are all mostly outdated anyways, so... Moving on. Yeah. Can. It allowed it to happen. Cute, slippery. Can't hold an otter. Watch me. I'll hold it underwater. Okay. Just doing a quick test run of this and seeing its coverage, so I'm not going to worry about getting a full palette out for this thing. Maybe. Okay, maybe that was not the greatest idea. Good. Stakes to show. Okay. I'm surprised how well that shows up. Well, even with the camera, like, light directly on it. Jeez. Alright, I'm sold. We're definitely going to be using the Data Glow rather than the Tesseract, because I think that got me a nice deeper green. Alright. Stalling complete. Would you put the Angry Ferrodoodle in its element? Yes, I would. I'd have to put it in its element and beat it there, so that way it knows. Alrighty. And I think that's it for now. Like I said, we'll come back. We'll pick these guys back up on Tuesday. They should be a faster paint at least. Maybe we'll do a Star Wars game or something like that as well. And yeah, I'm gonna send a raid out because I wanted to raid someone else who was doing some Star Wars related stuff. Good old hollow point art. Let's see if I can get my keyboard back because I need desk space. So everything's going back over here now. Wee. Maybe I'll do a schedule post later on today. We'll find out. We'll see if I'm that organized. Let's see. Don't need DocuCam anymore. That can go away. And what? Oh, that's right. That's active. Keyboard. That's what I was looking for. Wee. Hooray. And I think that just about covers it. After the ending. And good night, y'all.